Good morning. Welcome back to the session. In today's class, we are going to define two different terms. They are order of a reaction, other one is molecularity of a reaction. Order and molecularity of a reaction. Now let us define this term, order of a reaction. To explain this term, I will consider a general reaction that is A and B, they will react to produce the product C and D. Here, small letter A and small letter B represents stoichiometric coefficients of the reactants A and B, whereas small letter C and small letter D represents stoichiometric coefficients of the products C and D. Now, rate law for this reaction can be written like this. Rate, it is directly proportional to concentrations of the reactant, that is concentration of the reactant A into concentration of the reactant B. Their powers I will write as X and Y, because we don't know the values of the exponents, so I will write it as X and Y. Now this X and Y, they are nothing but order with respect to reactant A. X, it is the order with respect to reactant A, and order with respect to reactant B. So X and Y, usually they are named as what? Exponents. So here what I will tell, X and Y, they are orders with respect to what? With respect to reactant A and reactant B. So X, it is the order with respect to reactant A, Y, it is the order with respect to reactant B. Now, overall order for this reaction, I can take it as N. It is equal to X plus Y. I have to add the exponents, X plus Y. So X, it is the order with respect to reactant A, Y, it is the order with respect to reactant B. If I add X and Y, I will get N. What is N? N, it is the overall order of the reaction. Now, what is the definition of order then? See, order, it is defined as, it is defined as sum of what? Sum of powers of concentration of the reactants sum of the powers of the concentration of the reactants in a rate law expression. A rate law expression, it is called as order. So order, it is defined as what? It is the sum. It is the sum means we have to add the exponents in the rate law. So sum of powers of concentration of the reactants in a rate law expression or in a rate equation, it is called as what? It is called as order. Called as what? Order of the reaction. Remember, order for any given reaction, it is always obtained from the experimental data. It is always obtained from the experimental data, and order for a given reaction for a given reaction, order can be 0, it can be a whole number like 1, 2, 3, or it can be a fraction also. So order of a reaction, it is always obtained from the experimental data. Other point what you have to remember is, for a given chemical reaction, order can be 0, whole number, as well as what? As well as fraction. Whole number, 0 or a fraction. So order can be 0 or whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, or it can be even a fraction also. One more thing you have to remember, see order, it is applicable for both elementary as well as what? As well as complex reaction. So order, it is applicable for elementary reaction as well as what? As well as complex reaction. So three different things I told you. So first one, order, it is always obtained from what? From the experimental data. Second one, order for a given reaction can be either 0 or whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, or even a fraction also, or even what? Even a fraction also. Third one, that is order, it is applicable for elementary reaction as well as complex reaction. Remember the definition of order properly. So the order means what? Order, it is nothing but sum of powers of concentrations of the reactants in a rate law expression. It is called as what? Called as order of a reaction. We will take one or two examples. First one, calculate overall order of the reaction. I will take A plus B giving products which has the rate expression, that is rate equal to K into concentration of A power 3 by 2, concentration of B power it is 1 by 2. So we have to calculate overall order of the reaction, that is A plus B giving products, and this reaction, it has got a rate equation, that is rate equal to K into concentration of A power 3 by 2, concentration of B power 1 by 2. Now what you have to calculate is, we have to calculate overall order, that is N. We have to calculate what? Overall order. So overall order, it is obtained by adding what? By adding the exponents which are present above the concentration terms. So it is equal to, here you can see 3 by 2, here we can see what? 1 by 2. So it is 3 by 2 plus what? Plus 1 by 2. So sum of the powers order, it is obtained by adding the powers. So 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it is equal to 2. So it is the second order reaction. It is what? It is the second order reaction. One more, second one. Say calculate overall order of the reaction, that is A plus B giving products which has the rate expression. I will write the rate expression, rate equal to K into concentration of A power 3 by 2, concentration of B power minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. See here we can calculate overall order, that is N. Overall order N, it is equal to sum of the powers, that is 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 3 by 2 means it is 1 and half, 1 and half minus half, it is equal to 1. So it is what? It is a first order reaction. It is what? It is a first order reaction. So in this way we can calculate what? We can calculate overall order of the reaction. Calculate what? Overall order of the reaction. I will repeat it once again. Order means what? It is the sum of powers of concentrations of the reactants. That is in a rate law. Sum of what? Powers of concentrations of the reactants in a rate law expression. In what? In a rate law expression. It is called as what? It is called as order of a reaction. So, three different things we have to remember here. First thing, order of a reaction, it is always obtained from what? From the experimental data. It is always obtained from the experimental data, or it is an experimentally determined quantity. It is an what? Experimentally determined quantity. So, it cannot be obtained from what? From the balanced chemical equation. Order cannot be obtained from the balanced chemical equation. It is always obtained from what? From the experimental data. Second point, for any given reaction, order of the reaction can be either 0 or it can be a whole number like 1, 2, 3, etc. That is first order reaction, second order reaction, or third order reaction. Or even it can be what? It can be a fraction also. It can be a fraction also. That is the second point. Third point, order of a reaction, it is applicable for both elementary reaction as well as complex reaction. What do you mean by an elementary reaction? Reaction which occurs only in one step. It is named as elementary reaction. Complex reaction means reaction taking place in sequence of steps or number of steps. Such a reaction, it is called as what? Complex reaction. So, term order, it is applicable for both elementary reaction as well as what? As well as complex reaction. Hope it is clear. Next one, second term, that is molecularity of a reaction. Molecularity of a reaction. Now, what is molecularity? See, molecularity, it is nothing but number of molecularity means what? Number of reacting species. Reacting species means either atoms or ions or molecules. Number of what? Reacting species taking part number of reacting species taking part in an in an elementary reaction. Number of reacting species. Reacting species means number of atoms or number of ions or number of molecules participating in an elementary reaction in order to bring about what? In order to bring about a chemical reaction. I will repeat it once again. Term molecularity, it is defined as what? Number of reacting species, that is number of atoms or number of molecules or number of ions taking part or participating in an elementary reaction, in an elementary reaction in order to bring about a chemical reaction, in order to bring about a chemical reaction. So, those number of atoms participating or number of molecules participating in an elementary reaction, those number of molecules or number of atoms or number of ions They are considered as what? Considered as molecularity of a reaction. Considered as what? Molecularity of a reaction. See, now by taking number of atoms or by taking number of ions or by taking number of molecules participating in the elementary reaction, we can classify chemical reactions into three different types. They are unimolecular reaction. First one, it is what? Unimolecular reaction. Second one, bimolecular reaction. Third one, it is trimolecular, also called as termolecular reaction. So based on what? Based on the number of atoms or based on the number of molecules participating in an elementary reaction, we can classify chemical reactions into what? Into three different types. They are unimolecular reactions, bimolecular reactions, and also trimolecular reactions. Now, what is unimolecular reaction? Now, what is the definition of unimolecular? Uni means one. Uni means what? One. So, definition of unimolecular reaction. What is unimolecular reaction? Chemical reaction involving only one reacting species. Chemical reaction involving only one reacting species. Such a reaction, it is called unimolecular reaction. Such a chemical reaction, it is called as what? Unimolecular reaction. Example for unimolecular reaction. For example, what is this? Decomposition. Decomposition of ammonium nitrite. Decomposition of what? Ammonium nitrite. Now, what is the formula of ammonium nitrite? Ammonium means NH4 plus, nitrite means NO2, correct? Nitrate means NO3, this is nitrite, NO2. So, ammonium nitrite, NH4, NO2, it is undergoing decomposition. It undergoes decomposition to give N2, dinitrogen, N2 plus what? We are left out with 2 molecules of water, plus what? 2 molecules of water. Now, why this reaction? It is called as unimolecular reaction. Why this reaction? It is considered as unimolecular reaction. You can see the balanced equation. See, in a balanced equation, only one reacting species is present. Only one reacting species is present. So, this reaction, it is called as what? Unimolecular reaction. So, in a chemical reaction or in a balanced equation, if there is only one reactant molecule, then that reaction, it is considered as what? Unimolecular reaction. So, decomposition of ammonium nitrite, it is an example for unimolecular reaction, because in the balanced equation there is what? There is only one reactant molecule. So, it is unimolecular reaction. Second one. Second type of reaction, that is bimolecular reaction. Bi means what? Uni means one, bi means two. So, chemical reaction involving chemical reaction involving two reacting species. Chemical reaction involving what? Involving two reacting species. Such a reaction, it is called bimolecular reaction. It is called as what? Bimolecular reaction. Example for bimolecular reaction: dissociation of hydrogen iodide. Dissociation of what? Hydrogen iodide. Formula of hydrogen iodide, it is Hi. It undergoes dissociation forming dihydrogen H2 plus iodine, that is I2. You can see 2 here, so it is 2Hi. 2Hi giving H2 plus I2. Now this reaction, it is an example for bimolecular reaction. This reaction, it is considered as what? Bimolecular reaction. Why it is bimolecular? Because this reaction contains two reactant molecules. You can see here, there is two molecules of hydrogen iodide. So this reaction, it is called as what? Bimolecular reaction. I will take reverse reaction. H2 plus I2 giving 2Hi. Even this reaction, it is also an example for bimolecular reaction. This is formation of hydrogen iodide. What is this? This is dissociation of hydrogen iodide. This one, formation of hydrogen iodide. It is also an example for bimolecular reaction, because there are totally two reactant molecules in the given reaction. One molecule of hydrogen, one molecule of iodine, 1 plus 1, it is equal to 2. It is equal to what? It is equal to 2. So it is what? It is the bimolecular reaction. Okay, uni means containing only one reactant molecule, bi means containing two reactant molecules. Third one, trimolecular reaction. Definition of trimolecular or termolecular reaction: reaction involving three reacting species. Chemical reaction involving three reacting species. Such a reaction, it is called as what? Trimolecular reaction, or it is termolecular reaction. This is trimolecular reaction. Example: formation of nitrogen dioxide, that is NO2, formation of nitrogen dioxide. Nitric oxide combines with oxygen to give nitrogen dioxide. To give what? To give nitrogen dioxide. This is 2NO, 2NO2. So this reaction, that is formation of NO2, it is an example for trimolecular or termolecular reaction, because this reaction contains three reactant molecules. Which are those? Two molecules of nitric oxide, one molecule of oxygen. 2 plus 1, it is equal to 3. So totally 3 reactant molecules are present. So it is called as what? Trimolecular reaction or termolecular reaction. Remember, reactions with molecularity more than 3, it is very rare. Maximum of 3 can be seen. More than 3, it is very rare. Why it is rare? See, more than 3 reactant molecules colliding simultaneously in order to form the product, that probability, it is very less. What I told, more than 3 reactant molecules colliding simultaneously. Why collision is required? Collision, it is required for the formation of the product. So more than 3 reactant molecules colliding simultaneously in order to form the product, that probability, it is very less. So reactions with molecularity more than 3, it is not seen, or it is very rare. Then what about reactions containing more than 3 reactant molecules? In a balanced chemical equation, if number of reactant molecules if it is more than 3. Balanced equation, if it contains more than 3 reactant molecule, then such a reaction, it is considered to be a complex reaction. That reaction, it is considered to be what? Complex reaction. What do you mean by complex reaction? Reaction taking place in sequence of steps or sequence of steps or number of steps. So, reaction occurring in number of steps. So, reaction balanced equation containing more than 3 reactant molecule, it must be what? It must be a complex reaction, and in that complex reaction, slowest step, number of steps will be present in a complex reaction. In those steps, the slowest step decides the overall rate. What I told, in the case of complex reaction, when a reaction it is considered as complex, in a balanced equation, number of reactant molecules must be more than 3. In a balanced equation, if the number of reactant molecules, if it is more than 3, then that reaction, it is considered to be a complex reaction. Complex means reaction occurring in number of steps or sequence of steps. In those number of steps, we have to consider slowest step, and that slowest step decides what? Overall rate. It decides what? Overall rate of the complex reaction, and that slowest step, yesterday also I told you, slowest step, it is called as what? Rate determining step, RDS. Slowest step of the complex reaction, it decides the rate, overall rate, and that slowest step, it is called rate determining step. Remember, molecularity, it is applicable only for elementary reaction. What about order? See, order, it is applicable for both elementary as well as complex reaction. Molecularity, it is applicable only for elementary reaction, and molecularity, it is always a whole number. Molecularity, it is always a whole number. It cannot be 0 or it cannot be a fraction also. Cannot be 0 or cannot be a fraction. It is always a whole number. Now we can write the differences between order and molecularity. Okay, differences between order, other one is molecularity, order and molecularity of a reaction. I'll write the first difference. Order, it is applicable for both elementary and complex reaction. Order, it is applicable for both elementary reaction as well as complex reaction. What about molecularity? It is applicable only for elementary reaction. Applicable only for elementary reaction. Second difference. See, order values for order can be either 0, it can be 0, whole number, or even a fraction. Order can be 0, whole number, or even a fraction. Molecularity, it is always a whole number. It is always what? It is always a whole number. Study these differences properly. So, order and molecularity differences. First one, order, it is applicable for both elementary as well as complex reaction. molecularity, it is applicable only for elementary reaction. This is the first difference. Second one, order for a given chemical reaction can be 0 or whole number or even a fraction, whereas molecularity, it is always a whole number. Its value cannot be equal to 0 or it cannot be a fraction. Now remember the definitions of order and molekularity is also correct. So order means sum of the powers of the concentration of the reactants. What is order? Sum of the powers of the concentration of the reactants in a rate law expression. It is called as order. What is molecularity? See, molecularity means it is the number of reacting species. Number of what? Reacting species taking part or participating in an elementary reaction. Taking part in an elementary reaction in order to bring about a chemical reaction. So, number of reactant molecules participating in an elementary reaction, it is called as molecularity. See, order, it is always obtained from the experimental data. That also we can add here. Order, it is obtained from the experimental data. Molecularity, it is always obtained from what? From the balanced chemical equation. So directly by looking at the balanced chemical equation, we can tell the molecularity of the reaction, whether it is 1 or 2 or 3. But order cannot be predicted by looking at the balanced chemical equation. We can predict the order only by considering what? Experimental values or experimental data. Last one, unit of rate constant K or velocity constant. Unit of what? Unit of rate constant K for 0 order, first order, second order reaction. We are going to check the unit for 0 order reaction, unit of rate constant for 0 order, first order and second order reaction. Let us consider a general reaction, same reaction. That is reactants A and B reacting to produce the products C and D. Rate law for this reaction can be written like this. Rate, it is equal to K into concentration of A power X, concentration of